Hello and welcome to my channel all about accountancy, where we convert your accounting problems into solutions. I am your host Professor Tanmaypvttutor and welcome to a brand new series called Journal. From now on, every chapter in accountancy is going to be a series on my channel. So, I will be uploading a new episode of Journal every Wednesday, whereas the Sundays would be reserved for source documents. So, let us get into today's topic, that is journal. The word journal is derived from the French word jour, which means day. Hence, journal is a book which records the day-to-day transactions of a business organization. If you remember, every business transaction is converted into an entry and that entry is posted in the journal. Hence, a journal is also called the book of prime entry because all the entries are recorded in the journal first. All the business transactions are recorded in the journal in a systematic manner in a chronological order, which means that all the transactions are recorded date-wise. The journal follows the double entry system. As we all know, according to the double entry system, every debit has a corresponding and an equivalent credit. So the question arises, what should I debit and what should I credit? In order to answer this question, I will have to explain what do you mean by an account. Here an account does not mean accountancy. Every entity which is related to the business organization has its own account. For example, in a business organization, we have furniture, electricity, advertisement, interest, etc. So all these entities have their individual accounts like furniture account, salary account, wages account, electricity account, etc. Also, all the people who are connected with the business organization have their individual accounts like Ram's account, Rahim's account, Sharda's account, etc. Account is written as A/C in accountancy. So in accountancy, every entity has its own account. An account can be classified into personal and impersonal accounts. Impersonal account can be further classified into real account and nominal account. In short, an account can be divided into three parts: real, personal and nominal. Any account which is related to a person, may it be an actual person or an artificial person, falls under the category of personal account. So it includes human beings and institutions like schools, hospitals, colleges, clubs, etc. Also, all the accounts which are related to the owner, that is the capital account, drawings account, current account and loan account, are personal in nature. Next comes the real account. All the properties, may it be tangible or intangible, fall under the real account category. Tangible property means such property which you can see and touch. It includes furniture, cash, stock, building, etc. Intangible property includes such property which cannot be seen and touched, that is goodwill, copyright, patents, trademarks, etc. All these properties, may it be tangible or intangible, are included in the real account. And last but certainly not the least is the nominal account. Any expense, income, loss or profit fall under the nominal account. So accounts like wages account, salary account, advertisement account, sales account, purchase account, etc. fall under the nominal category. But the most important thing over here, the expense or income should be incurred on the date of transaction. Any kind of futuristic or past income and expenditure is not a nominal account, it becomes a personal account. I know it's a bit tricky, but there's a trick to overcome this trick. Always remember, any asset or liability can never be a nominal account. In order to understand or in order to prove this rule, let us take some examples. First of all, let us take outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses are such expenses which are payable in the future, and any expense which is payable in the future becomes a liability. Hence, outstanding expense is a liability and cannot be nominal in nature. Hence, it is personal. Similarly, any expense which is paid in advance, that is prepaid expenses, are your assets because any expense paid in advance is your asset. Since it is your asset, it cannot be nominal in nature, hence it is personal. Same way, I can prove that any income which is received in advance is a liability and any income which is receivable in the future is an asset. Hence, even these two are not of nominal nature, they become personal in nature. Now my question is, why do these items fall under the personal category and not the real category? It's simple. Outstanding expenses are expenses which are payable in the future. It is payable in the future to a particular person, hence it is a personal account. Similarly, any income which is receivable in the future, it is receivable in the future from a person, hence it is a personal account. Hence, any expense or income which do not relate to the current period are personal in nature. Now, why was it important to understand the various types of accounts? Let us do a recap. I told you that journal follows the double entry system, and in the double entry system it says that every debit has a corresponding and equal credit. So I asked you a question, what to debit and what to credit? This question is going to be answered right now. In order to learn journalizing, we must know the 3 golden rules of journal. And if you want to understand the 3 golden rules of journal, you should know what are the 3 types of accounts. And hence I told you what does an account mean and what are the types of accounts. Now let us discuss about the 3 golden rules. These rules are going to tell you what you should debit and what you should credit. The first rule is for the personal account. The personal account rule says debit the receiver and credit the giver. Repeat with me, debit the receiver and credit the giver. As personal account is related to persons, a person can either be a receiver or a giver. Hence the rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Next rule, that is rule number 2, is for real account. The real account rule says debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Again repeat with me, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Since real account is related with properties, properties can either come in or go out. Hence the rule for real account is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. And last but certainly not the least, the rule for nominal account. The rule for nominal account says debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. As the nominal account is related with expenses, losses, incomes and gains, hence the rule is debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Hence, whenever you want to convert your business transactions into journal entries, you must know 2 things. The first thing that you should know is how to identify an account, and the second thing that you must know are the golden rules of journal. This is because if you know how to identify an account but you do not know the 3 golden rules, then you cannot pass the journal entries. Similarly, if you know the 3 golden rules but you do not know how to identify an account, then too you cannot pass the journal entries. So it is very important for you to know how to identify an account and how to use the 3 golden rules of journal. With this, we come to the end of today's video. Before ending this video, I would like to remind you about the HSE crash course that is going to start from 5th January 2019. The admissions have already begun. If you want to enroll for this crash course or if you want to ask any enquiries related to it, you could contact me on my various social media links or you could even email me on my email ID. All the links are given in the description box down below. Remember, this crash course is an offline crash course and it is starting from 5th January 2019. Only limited seats are available, so hurry up. I hope you have understood today's video about journal. If you have, then please like and share my video, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a new video. I upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday. If you have any queries or suggestions, you can use the comment box down below. Till then, this is Professor Tanmay Kesarkar signing off. Good luck and take care.